Please pause for the moment of silence. Please stand for the pledges. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
A production you won't want to miss. How Texan Theater is getting ready for one of the biggest shows of the year.
And a student who has his target locked on the gold and doesn't plan to miss the bullseye. I'm Jay Cruz.
And I'm Clover Gandy. Those stories plus a talented student in studio with us today.
Coming up next on NHSTV Live.
General Mills announced a voluntary recall of its gold medal unbleached all-purpose flour for possible E. coli contamination. The recall applies to 5-pound bags stamped with better if used by date of September 6, 2020. No other bags with other dates are affected. E. coli usually sickens people within 3 to 4 days of exposure, with symptoms including diarrhea and cramps that typically go away within a week.
2 Dutch friends who were visiting America are now in jail after trespassing 3 miles deep into the Nevada National Security Site. 20-year-old Thies Granzier and 21-year-old Hovert Wilhelmus claim they never planned to participate in the Area 51 storming that is supposed to happen tomorrow. They just wanted to get a closer look for their YouTube channel. They will only have to spend a total of 3 days in the county jail if they pay a fine of $2,280 each. Granzier and his friends said they didn't want to cause any trouble and that they learned from their mistakes.
Now switching over to school news, our Northwest Theater Department is working on the musical White Christmas. This famous classic is known for an engaging and attractive tap numbers. Tap dancing takes a lot of practice, so on top of their weekly rehearsals, the cast is practicing Mondays and Wednesdays during Invest. If you are interested in learning the art of tap, then you can come join them on stage. No prior tap or theater experience is necessary, and don't worry about bringing tap shoes. They are not needed to learn. But if you do have any, feel free to bring them. Be sure to come out if you're interested.
While some Texans are getting ready for fall, our Texan theater is preparing for the spirit of winter in their latest production. NHSTV reporter Annie Funk is down in the pack with Miss Skipper. Annie?
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Miss Skipper. We're going to talk about the upcoming theater season. So what shows do we have coming up?
Well, October 24th and 25th, we have our first show. It's a comedy called Shakespeare in Love. It's based on the movie from the 90s, and it's kind of an origin story for William Shakespeare. It's a lot of fun. And then after that, we have our annual musical, White Christmas, December 7th through the 9th, and I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. So how's the preparation for that going so far?
It's going really well. We have a really positive group of both actors and technicians working on the show. We've been tap dancing every day, singing about Christmas. So, you've got to be in a good mood when that's going on.
So I know the pack is scheduled to go under some renovations. So when is that happening, and what does that look like for productions going on in here?
Well, we will close down the pack beginning December 18th, the main area, the auditorium. We'll have concerts right after White Christmas. Then in the spring, all of our shows will be in the Black Box Theater. We'll have several shows going on in there. Our one-act play, we luckily have our sister schools, Eaton and Byron, who are letting us come over and do some rehearsing over there because we travel with that one and we have to have a main stage. And since we were the alternate to state last year, we're hoping to make it all the way this year.
So what do the renovations look like in here?
Well, they are going to take out all the seats, put in brand new, really pretty red seats. I'm excited about that. They're going to resurface the stage, all new LED lighting. It's just going to get a complete facelift.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how this will look. Thank you for talking with me. Texans, be sure to mark your calendars to see Shakespeare in Love on October 24th and 25th. And back to you, anchors.
Thanks, Annie. Now here at Northwest, we have a student who is going for the gold. NHSTV reporter Col Richardson has the story.
If you've ever done clay shooting or even seen it, you know how difficult it can be. With a small clay pigeon flying in the air at a top speed of 80 miles per hour, with the objective of the sport being to hit it. Though this may sound difficult, our very own student Nick Gwynn makes the sport look like it's as easy as riding a bike.
I've been doing it for around 2, almost 3 years. I succeeded a lot in the past few years. I've been going to men's shoot and winning those.
While being good at clay shooting is one thing, Nick has been successful enough to obtain a ton of shooting titles.
I've won the national championship title. I've won a make or break title. I don't know if it counts as a title, but I've won a lot of titles. It's just really hard to tell them all.
In your freshman year, thinking of colleges is only something you let pass over your head once in a while. But clay shooting has opened this door way earlier than most kids his age.
For college and scholarships, I have 3 colleges looking at me. Scholarship money, I've won $750.
While all this is very impressive, what is even more impressive is Nick wants to aim even higher and head to the Junior Olympics to compete for the #1 spot in the world for his age.
I meet up with a bunch of people and we go shoot something called bunker trap, and I have to qualify for the Junior Olympics. So what you do is you shoot bunker trap, you shoot out of 50, you have to shoot a really high score, and if they say you're in, you have to book a plane and stuff to get to Colorado.
From NHSTV, this has been Col Richardson.
Thanks, Cole, and good luck, Nick. We're all rooting for you. Now, along with Nick, another student on campus is using her talent to make an impact on the world in this edition of the Fine Arts Spotlight.
My partner in crime. When a front door shuts, should a gate open? If I don't leave now, I only wish I had. But I know good without trying bad. Think I'd never seen my wood. I've gotta get out while the getting's good.
Hi, my name is Audrey Burnett. I'm a junior here at Northwest High School. I'm in elite theater production and in chorale. I've been dancing for 8 years, and I'm excited for you to get to know me better.
Now we have Kaylee in studio with Audrey to talk a little bit more about herself and her talents. Kaylee?
Thanks, Jay. I'm here with the talented Audrey Burnett. So Audrey, tell me a little about your role at NHS Theater.
Well, I'm the vice president of theater, so I run all of the National Honor Society for thespians, inductions and stuff. So if the president isn't there, I take her role. So I'm basically the president when she's not there.
Okay, and so earlier we were talking about the Buckley Awards. What were you nominated for?
I was nominated for Best Choreography for Tuck Everlasting. I assistant choreographed that show. I assistant choreographed My Fair Lady for a community theater down in Denton. And now I'm assistant choreographing White Christmas.
Okay, so who got you into theater?
So I was basically born into a fine arts family. So I was born into it, so I'm used to it. But my mom's best friend really got me into it when she told me about auditions coming up. So I decided to go audition for The Little Mermaid.
Okay, and so in theater, what do you think your greatest accomplishment is?
I think last year was one of my biggest accomplishments. As a sophomore, I was nominated for Best Choreography. I got Vice President. I have been doing so much, and I got to choreograph for a community theater. I think that's a really big deal.
All right, and so we're going to end it there. Thank you so much for coming in. We loved having you. Now back to you, anchors.
Thanks, Kaylee. Now don't forget to tune in tomorrow where the meaning behind a popular tradition among seniors will be revealed.
And yet another popular hit TV show is getting a reboot. However, many of its longtime fans aren't too happy about it.
Thanks for watching, Texans. This has been NHSTV Live.